Now, ladies and gentlemen, after 2 weeks of silence, Valve have finally spoken. Just last night, we received the first update in over 14 days. This was most likely due to Christmas and New Year's, but now the devs seem to be back at work fixing and updating Counter-Strike on a weekly basis. For clarification, no new content has been added, just bug fixes and quality of life updates, that ranging from cosmetics, maps, to even a brand new VAC WAVE, which that itself needs its own video and probably discussion off to the side. Today's video, there's much to discuss. We're going to break down this most recent update, look over the blog posts, and see the shadow updates behind the scenes that weren't included in any of the Counter-Strike media from Valve. Today's video sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a buying and trading marketplace for Counter-Strike 2. Trade the skins you no longer want for something new, and in the case that your balance isn't enough for the item that you want, you can top it up by using code MANDO for a free $5 every $100 you spend, alongside a 35% deposit bonus if you top up with cash. They currently have a free Christmas gift for everyone watching, that being either a free skin, an additional deposit bonus up to 50%, or even a free balance on the site. The first gift is free and you can earn many more by trading through the site. In addition, they have prepared an advent calendar for everyone watching. You can earn XP, an extra deposit bonus, and even tickets to enter the giveaway for the 13 skins shown on screen. If interested, the link will be in the top of the description down below. Now, firstly, for today's video, I want to quickly mention that this was the longest stretch since CS2 first came out that we haven't received an update. And we also got to remember that this was a holiday that they skipped out on. And the reasoning for, well, not updating, that being the holiday, was actually very good, and it's a good sign for Counter-Strike's future. Communication between Valve and the players isn't great, but it's a lot better than we've had in the past, dating back to Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Back in CSGO, Valve would take a couple weeks to sometimes a month or two off, not tell us what's going on, then come out with a brand new update only for there to be 2 or 3 lines of text. The fact that we're getting one every 1 to 2 weeks that's actually pretty large in file size, that's a very good sign. Just wanted to remind everyone of that. Let's now hop into the update and check out where this started. So in Valve's absence for this past 2 weeks, we haven't really seen anything change with DPR updates or anything change with files. That was until last night. And then a little after that, Valve sent out a tweet saying release notes are up for today. Lots of players are happy that Valve is back at work, but also mad that there's not any new content. You have countless people asking for a brand new case or some operation or just content in general, that being a map or just something to do other that's in the game right now. And then of course, after every other update, you have people on Twitter and just social media in general saying Counter-Strike is dead, or this update, that one that came out last night, killed the game. When I just wanted to point this out, believe nothing you hear and only 25 to 50% of what you see. But in this case, I'd probably believe all of it once you see it. Counter-Strike 2 on the Steam charts as of right now at 1:46 p.m. in the afternoon over here in North America has over 947,000 people playing. In 24 hours, that being on a Thursday going into Friday, it had 1.2 million. Now, of course, that's not good from the all-time high we had at 1.8, almost reaching 2 million, but it's a lot better from what we've had this past few months. We did have a point where it was reaching 300,000 to 400,000 a day. Now that the fact that we're almost reaching 1 million just on a regular day is pretty awesome. So the game isn't dying, people are still enjoying it. I know lots of people that are myself. Now let's hop into the blog post. These are the release notes for 1/4/2024. There's 3 different categories and 2 at the bottom or for the maps category. The first category is the UI. Fixed cases where there's a visible delay loading maps, images in the play menu. Fixed a bug where items can't be equipped were visible in the loadout menu. I think I had that happen myself a couple times, especially with Agent and also Knives. Fixed a bug where loadout items couldn't be equipped. I also did have this problem, but I didn't think it was a bug. I just restarted my game and everything was fine. Fixed a bug where loadout changes weren't saved if the game was quit shortly after making changes. That is probably why it didn't save. Fixed a bug where loadout changes on the main menu character were delayed. For the miscellaneous category, they fixed some visual issues with the demo playback. Fixed an issue where animations would not play correctly in CSTV broadcast. And this is important for probably some people. The next one up here is they adjusted wear values for some stickers to better match CSGO. Now for what stickers specifically, we'll quickly mention after this update. And then finally we have the maps category with Ancient and Anubis. We'll start off with Ancient. They added simplified grenade collisions to corner trims and central pillar on B site. For Anubis, they adjusted clipping at A site steps between walkway and heaven. And that pretty much concludes the blog post. So yeah, it was pretty short, but there was a lot of fixing, as you can tell by the very first 2 categories. I also want to mention very quickly in the miscellaneous category where they talked about the demo playback, if you guys have tried to watch your own demo and only watch the highlights or the lowlights of you or someone else in your team to see maybe if someone's cheating, maybe you hit a really nice shot and you want to record it, that hasn't been working. When you click your lowlights or highlights, it makes you watch the entire game. Now I believe with this update, some of those things are fixed and just bugs in general, which is pretty awesome. As it goes for sticker wares, we're going to check out Thor CS on Twitter. He's a data miner for Counter-Strike. I suggest you go check him out. His links will be down in the description down below. He put out a tweet shortly after this update, adjusted wear values as community stickers to better match CSGO. Now I don't know all of these one for one. This one's obviously from Broken Fang. It seems like a lot of these have been changed for the better, at least some of them. This one I would say has been changed for the better. It looks better. Maybe some people might just like the Broken Fang and the tooth. Okay, maybe I take that back. This was deleted. Now this is the new one on the right, just for some clarification. I don't really like this one at all. I don't know why that changed. I think this looks kind of dumb. So this was deleted. This one was added. So they pretty much ruined this sticker all entirely. When you scrape it, it no longer looks transparent. It's just completely gone. And that was it for stickers. They didn't really change change anything else, which is kind of crazy. Now, as it goes for shadow updates, this is also from Thor CS in regards to the NVIDIA smoke bug that we had just a few weeks back. Now, this was an exploit that was semi-ruining Counter-Strike. If you were playing matchmaking and also had a NVIDIA GPU, now not many people could access this because it was semi-difficult to do. There wasn't a whole lot of information about it because people didn't want to spread misinformation to have people do it and then obviously exploit the game and ruin people's experiences in Counter-Strike. Thor put out a tweet just on the 28th of December saying, "I saw an exploit where you could see players through a smoke with the NVIDIA game filters. I played with the game filter settings and found a much better setting." And he was just showing the exploit here and what people are doing. So if you think someone's walling or being a little sus in matchmaking between a smoke, this could have been the reason why. It's now gone. Now, if those people are banned, I'm not sure, but we'll get to bans very soon. Now, Thor said as of yesterday that the smoke bug in CS2 is fixed. You can no longer apply any other game filter except sharpness, and even after using a third-party software launch option. So people are pretty happy about that, but also this just shouldn't have happened in the first place. But also, you have to remember this is a brand new game and things like this are going to happen. And in a way, I'm glad they happen now so they don't happen later on. We just get them out of the way now because it was probably going to happen either way. And lastly, for today's video, I want to talk about this recent VAC wave. Now, this has been happening on and off for the past week. We had an idea this was going to happen just a few days ago, and now it seems like it's final, or at least we have some more real information, I guess you could say. According to many on Twitter, the #1 player for CS2 Premier leaderboard in the world has now been VAC banned. So they're banned. They're no longer on that list because they were cheating. Some people are saying this is the first noticeable CS2 VAC wave that's ever happened, and it looks like it's still going. Now, as it goes for it being noticeable, I kind of disagree with that. I don't think VAC waves and VAC bans anymore really do much for Counter-Strike. This is probably going to be its own commentary later this week on its own, but VAC waves are just something of the past. Not that they're bad, I don't disagree with them, I'm glad they're happening, but the longer Valve takes to either add an anti-cheat or ban these specific players, it gives them more time to climb the ranks in CS2 matchmaking and ruin more and more people's experiences as they go through. De-ranking some people while ranking some people up that shouldn't be there in the first place, and all these people are going to do once it's over is get a brand new account for free or just buy one on some sort of media platform for $3 or $4 with Prime and then start to ruin people's experiences for the next 3 to 4 months until Valve comes out with another ban wave. It's just an ongoing cycle and screams at us why we need an anti-cheat so bad or a better system than what we have right now. The VAC system was good 10 years ago, but as of right now in 2024, the current modern day, it's very outdated. We need something new, refreshing, that actually works and gets rid of people as they play, which I believe something is in the works due to a lot of recent data mines on that as well. With all that being said, that pretty much wraps up today's update. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.